You going to be CG or Mendem? Mendem, I don't know. I don't know if Mendem will exist in 5.0. I think it's gonna be tough because a lot of people are not gonna, in a sense, make it to 5.0, especially at the beginning, depending on how they do it, you know? And I think Patar being CG in 5.0 really depends if, like the direction CG kind of take it, you know? Because they could be like, oh, we just, you know? Like, I'd say it really depends on, like, the direction they kind of take, you know? But for the end of 4.0, and, like, while we're on Prodigy, Patar is CG. Whatever happens after that, whether, like, if they want to go a different route or anything changes or this happens or that happens, it'll be different, you know? Thing is, Mendem sorta around with Manor just expanded a lot. Everyone seems to see from an in-character perspective. Patar views Manor as a different gang, you know? Because if the instead of the Manor, if it was Mendem, Patar would probably still be there, you know? I think the big thing is I think people forget, like, we had like a very inactive gang for a little bit, but also, what's it called? We had 3 people pretty much get banned back to back, and like the Adam stuff kind of put us at like a standstill where everyone was like, you know, we don't want to bring in too many weirdos, this and that and so on, and it's just, it was like a shock to most people, you know? It was good, low-key. Story ended where the vision began. Yeah. I think the ending of the Mendem was too, like, you know? It ended in a way where it's like, maybe after like 10 years, the band kind of gets back together, but it was like, yeah, it was kind of like the finale, you know? I mean, nothing's impossible, and I'm never close to the idea of certain things, chat. But I think the thing is, like, when it comes to not the best of the best, but the best ending story. I feel like the best way to explain it is the Manor became like the gang that the Mendem couldn't, you know? Does that make sense? The Manor brought out the gang that wasn't there in the Mendem. Because I would say things started going downhill once Mendem tried becoming even more gang, right? Because that's when we started throwing our connections away. That's when we were like, nah, F the world, da-da-da-da-da. We went on our, like, ego arc, per se, right? We went against what the Mendem truly was at the beginning, you know? But also, like, the Manor did what the Mendem couldn't back in the day, you know?
Doing okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just waiting for a friend. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Just gotta wait for them to wait for him to load his stuff up.
Yeah. Mendem tried something. It tried to be something. Yeah, I think that's what, like, that's the thing, is like half the gang wanted to be gang, and half the gang enjoyed what they were, you know? And that's what kind of caused the teeter-totter, you know? In my opinion, I feel like Mendem was always meant to be like the high use your brain connection gang versus the PvP where we're gangsters. And that's where like the fall off of the Mendem began, right?
Yeah, you can cut yours, and then we'll load up.
That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
he got
Like
one
in a
in
sense
there.
of
I'm
storylines.
throwing it in the trunk right here. It's in the
Because
trunk.
that's
got one-
what
Patar
added a
got
lot
one
of
in
stress
here,
to Patar. That's what like Patar was trying to cater to everyone. Patar was this, Patar this, Patar that. And then Patar was overwhelmed. Perfect, thank you.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Put that. Sell there. Let's sell that. Boom.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah. I'd say that's like when like the issue started becoming a thing. Is like when Mendem lost their true what they used to be and their roots, and tried pushing to be something that they weren't, and that was gang, you know? Because the gang, the Mendem gang, I don't think, like in a sense of like it surviving, I don't think it was a gang to turn gang, because there was a split in between, you know? Which Manor did that perfectly because they didn't have, in a sense, the OG Mendem pre Roadman, you know? Because Roadman were a little bit more gang, and pre-Mendem was more connections, right? So it was like when that clashed in between, as things developed, it was a hard balance. Does that make
Take
sense?
that car down.
I can hop in it.
No, I hop in the trunk. I don't mind.
I like the trunk. It's fun.
Nope,
He's
I grabbed
already
it
in. Get in, Zoe.
Oh,
Get in.
I scare people as fuck.
and try to take the street approach, which didn't end well. Yeah.
Back to the city.
Mendem was really enjoyable to watch. Then the server became more war heavy. I think that's another thing. It was very war heavy. That didn't help, you know?
Sure is awake. We got the charges in the trunk if he's awake.
No.
And I think that's when like Patar's
I gotta get this thing fixed. I hear it rattling.
leadership like also led to like it not being that well. Because Patar always wanted to lead it in a way where it was connection based versus gang based, but everyone else wanted gang based, so it's like maybe we try what everyone wants, and then it
Gotta
just
have the house payment by
did
next
not work
Friday.
out, you know? But I feel like the way it ended with Tommy being disappointed with everyone and being like, nah, I'm not gonna let you guys tarnish my reputation. Boom, blows it up and deletes it was a good ending, you know?
Hopefully we'll get
I feel
power
like
washing,
if-
that'll be nice.
If I don't know, would you guys even want Mendem back? Say like actually came back, where like a lot of OG members were like, yeah, let's bring it back, and kind of brought it on, or would you guys say it died, you know? I think that's the thing though, is like each gang has their benefits, right? Each gangs have their benefit. Like Clean Boys, Lang's crew, they're always like
That car's been sitting there all day.
super crazy, like story focused, which is always good, you know?
Probably dead body over there somewhere.
No, it's been there for a long time.
Like CG's like the kings when wherever they go, per se. And they're really good at like they're good overall. They're really good RPers. They're good at holding their own. They're good at bringing people in, you know? I feel like Lang's crew, like, I love Lang's crew, you know? I feel like they always do things right. And it's sad that Patar and Lang had like their kerfuffle at the beginning. But, you know, that's the thing, is I like things rolling the way they roll, you know?
That helicopter just crashed.
Nothing can change my. I think in a sense of RP chat, the Mendem friend group will always be like, oh yeah, we're Mendem boys. But I don't know if like Mendem would ever come back, you know? But you never know. You never know. You never know.